What is going on, everyone? Welcome into another video. Today we are testing out the new MD3 by Discmania, and we're going to be comparing it to the old MD3. Make sure you stay tuned through the end to find out which MD3 is the superior disc.
Alright guys, so we're here in one of the two tunnel holes at this course. It's just straight with some trees to the left and to the right. It's 243. Throw the new MD3, see how it goes. Hard. That plastic is definitely a little more like slippery than the old one and then some of my mitts that I have, but fly straight.
Old MD3 for comparison, ratio shot was really good. So we're gonna see what the old one does, see what kind of difference there is here. I'd say both of those went relatively straight. You could definitely tell that the old MD3 did have a little bit more fade at the end of that flight than the new MD3.
Okay, so another comparison shot here. Gonna throw the MD3 again. So this is the new one. On this one, I'm going to try and get it to flip up, see if I can. So I'm gonna put a little extra juice on it, see what it does. Yeah, I don't like this plastic. It's like the Italians, like slippery.
You don't like Italia?
Italian.
Italy?
So that was nose high. Never quite flipped up.
Very overstable.
Yeah.
At least there.
I'm gonna try and do the same thing with the old one. See if I can get less nose up this time. So I threw this about the same, and they kind of did the same thing. The older one definitely looks like it faded a little quicker.
Yeah, I short-armed it a little bit, but you can definitely feel the overstability out of the box from this disc. I do think it has potential to be beat in a little bit. More of a neutral flight. That's what it says on the disc numbers, but yeah, we'll see.
I'm gonna try to flick it this time, see what it does. My flick isn't great, so. Definitely understable. Didn't quite flip over to a roller.
Like ratio, I'm gonna go ahead and flick it also just to see what it does. It feels like it could be a pretty good forehand disc, so let's find out. So you can see from there, when you really put it on a Anhyzer angle, it will
Hold it.
do what you want. So I think that's really important to know that it will hold that Anhyzer angle. Let's see if the old one can do the same. I'd say definitely more Anhyzer from that one for sure.
All right, so this hole is 307. So I'm gonna try and put it off to the right. I'm gonna try and see, actually see if I can get it pretty close. So put more juice on that one and hit that tree at the end, but I think I would have gotten it there. Definitely had to throw it a lot harder to get it to go straight, but you could see how dead straight that was. See if I can do the same thing. So that one was a little bit wider, but it was definitely fading out at the end more. It wasn't quite as straight the whole way through.
I'm gonna try to throw it on an Anhyzer, see if it'll hold the line, see if it'll stable out, just kind of find out what it does. So I think that was fine. I think it just stalled out at the end. A little bit more nose down and it probably would have kept going. All right guys, 290, dead straight. This is one where you want to put some hot sauce on your chicken and see if it still tastes good. So we'll find out. That was far, but by golly, that was stable. At least for me, it did come out on a little bit more Anhyzer than I wanted. I'll try to throw this one a little bit straighter. Oh wow, I think that might actually be hard if not hit the basket. That's pretty good. Okay, MD3 here. Once again, new one. We're looking at about 275-ish, so a little bit to the right. Gonna put just flat to a little bit of Anhyzer, see what happens. Yeah.
That thing doesn't really flip.
No, not right now. All right, so the new MD3, even though it says it should be more neutral, so far for me, it's coming out with a little bit more Anhyzer. It's going more left. So we're gonna see what the old one does here. This is a little bit more beat in just because I've had it longer. It's the first time I've even thrown the new one. So we'll expect a little bit of difference, but so far to me, the difference is pretty drastic.
Okay, I'm gonna try and put this on a lot more Anhyzer. When I threw on a sidearm, it turned over and just held that line, but I haven't been able to do that with a backhand. So I'm gonna try and put more, almost roller-ish Anhyzer on it. Yep, so it was fighting out of that. I put down quite a bit of Anhyzer and it was holding it, but it was gonna fight out before it hit that tree.
All right, here we are, guys. 286, 290-ish away. I'm gonna try to juice it, and I'm gonna try to put a little bit of Anhyzer on it and hope for the best. See what happens.
You're up here, Bill. You see me? Yeah.
So caught a tree at the end, but I think that might be the play with this disc. Put a little bit of Anhyzer, force it to the right a little bit so you know it's going to come back to the left. That was actually probably not that bad.
I'm gonna throw the old one first. I'm just gonna try, just like if it was the drive that I was actually taking on this hole. So just try to get it as close to the basket as possible. Still getting those nose high. I need to get that nose a little down, see if that'll fix it. How's it going, guys? We just got done doing a quick little test of the new MD3 and the Italian plastic and the old MD3. My first initial thoughts, definitely, I think they fly pretty much the same. The new one might be a tad more overstable, I think, but just the plastic is the biggest difference. I don't like this plastic. It's like very slippery. If your hands aren't dry, it's very slippery. There was a couple of shots where it kind of released early just because of the plastic. The only other disc that I have in this plastic is the tilt, and you don't notice it as much because you're not trying to rip it, but I definitely noticed it on this one.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I noticed, even though it says this is more neutral than the old MD3, I still do notice a little bit of overstability, especially straight out of the box. This is the first time I've thrown it, and you've thrown it only a handful of times. So definitely, I do think you beat this in a little bit. It will fly similar to this, but I think the old MD3, as of right now, at least for me, flies a little bit more neutral, if not a little bit more understable than the new one. Did kind of expect that just a little bit. As far as the plastic goes, I think I like this plastic. I think if you can really kind of grip in on it, I think you'll be happy with it. It's just kind of a feel thing. If you don't like that kind of I don't know, not necessarily scratchy, but like plastic that can slide off you in the rain, I absolutely wouldn't want this. You would have to have a chalk bag or something like that. But yeah, let us know, guys, in the comments down below, which MD3 do you prefer? Did you even buy an MD3? We'd be very interested to hear your thoughts. Make sure you leave a like rating on this video. It lets us know you want more videos like this. And if you do that, we'll keep coming out with more videos. Thanks, guys.